The last few days have been somewhat slow on the news front, and the quotes used in this story are from the Austrian Grand Prix weekend. Despite not being the latest, most breaking news, many might still find it interesting and relevant, as this seems to be the new main point of contention among the top teams. There has been some speculation that teams like Ferrari and Red Bull have been using a flexible floor in violation of the rules, and that the FIA's recent clarification on the matter was meant to deter this. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has reacted strongly to these insinuations while speaking to Sky Sports. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Red Bull's strong response to Flexi floor accusations. Horner joked about who Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff was referring to in his statement regarding some teams bending the rules with flexible floors. He's referring to cars around him at the moment. He then revealed if they are worried that the FIA's directive may cause Red Bull to lose some performance. That's total rubbish. Absolutely no issues or concerns on our floor. He further elaborated on the objective of the technical directive. The technical directive is obviously focused on the bouncing and the porpoising which certain cars have struggled with. He signed off by speaking about safety. Obviously we saw at Silverstone, no cars were really affected by it. Is it the duty of the competitor to make sure their car is safe, or is it the duty of the FIA to ensure that the competitor runs their car safely? Fast feed. Mercedes driver George Russell feels that in hindsight, 3 years driving on his own at the back of the grid at Williams was too long. But I think joining Mercedes last year or even in 2020 would have been incredibly tough, because going up against Lewis when that car has been evolved to suit his style of driving over so many years, that was his baby as such. Whereas now it's a fresh sheet of paper for everybody. Everybody is starting from scratch, and this was probably the right time. McLaren's Lando Norris thinks that going back to a standard race weekend in France gives them the opportunity to improve over the free practice sessions. That wasn't possible during the sprint weekend in Austria. With the summer break fast approaching, it's important we continue to build on our results. Teammate Daniel Ricciardo feels that small margins make a big difference, and at this stage of the season, it's important to remain consistent with positive results. I was pleased to be back in the points in Austria, and will continue to work hard to build momentum with more points in France before heading to Hungary in the doubleheader. Ferrari Charles Leclerc stated that in the right car, yes, Lewis Hamilton can become the champion, because he is a great driver. But if it's him or me for the championship, I'd choose myself obviously. Sorry, Lewis. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto suggested that a cap on driver salaries will only have an impact on 3 or 4 teams, but no more. Especially those teams that already have long contracts with their drivers, so we can't introduce this in the short term. This is a really difficult issue, and I'm not sure if there is a solution. Will Lewis Hamilton win an 8th World Championship? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.